Good afternoon. My name's Anthea, and this is a level 2 assessment. What's your name, please?
Good afternoon, my name is Kasia.
Hi, Kasia. Lovely to meet you. And what's your name?
And I'm Monica.
Hi, Monica. So the assessment is in 4 parts. I'm going to be writing, so don't worry about what I'm doing here. And I'm also going to be timing you. So if I stop you, it's just because we run out of time. Okay? And I've got pen and paper for you later to take notes if you want. So in the first part, you are going to ask and answer questions, some personal information questions about a topic that I will give you. And then you'll tell me what your partner has said. Okay?
Can you take notes?
Yes. Here is paper and a pencil. Okay. So, first of all, Kasia, please ask Monica some questions about her favourite films or books.
Okay.
Okay. Monica, you can just answer the questions. Okay.
Hi Monica. When did you last been in a cinema?
Actually, yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. What film did you watch?
We watched the Puss in Boots.
Right. That's your favorite kind of the films?
I do like cartoons, I have to admit. It was very funny. The kids enjoyed, the adults enjoyed. I would absolutely recommend to any ages. So it was a good fun.
Okay. What about books?
Books. I'm a big fan of fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite is The Witcher. Actually, Netflix just released a series by Sapkowski, a Polish author. So all the Witcher series is one of my favorites, and the world Sapkowski created, parallel world to ours. It's one of my favorites.
Okay. Did you also watch the film Witches?
I did watch the film, yes, and I did watch the Netflix series as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Although it's not the same as the book, but they've added some extras, but it's close enough.
Okay. Can you tell me about your favorite character from books or from the film?
I think the witch Yennefer.
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 Yeah. As she comes from like a poor background and builds her way up to the top of one of the greatest witches.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Kasia, what did Monica say?
Right. Monica said that yesterday actually, she watched anime film, and that was very funny, and all the kids and adults also very enjoyed the film. She also likes fantasy books. Her favorite is witches, and she explained it about her favorite character from this book as well. She watched that film also on Netflix.
Thank you. And is that The Witches?
The Witcher.
Witcher.
Oh,
Witcher, yeah.
Is that horror?
It's not.
Fantasy.
It's a
Fantasy.
Fantasy,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I always think, well, I haven't watched it because I don't like horror, but
No.
it's not horror. So.
I believe that was produced in Poland, isn't it? That film.
Oh.
The full, yes, but the series, I think, was in England, actually. Yeah.
Thank you. Interesting. Thanks very much. Monica, can you please now ask Kasia some questions about useful technology in her life, okay? And then listen to her answers and then tell me. Okay, please start.
Are there any useful technologies that you use in your life?
Oh yes, actually a lot. It's because I have 2 boys, and they are always want to have the latest technology at home, so we're using them a lot. First of all, for my work, I'm using laptop, to mobile phones, microphone, or sometimes camera. Of course, we have television at home and some playing consoles. What else? Technology actually we're using everywhere, and now it's in the kitchen. Let's say we have tablets everywhere. We can type even recipes which we want to make and see. I see that very helpful. Let's say into car, navigation, sat nav. That's very useful. Watches. On our hand that can show us, let's say, what our
your health data.
yes, health tech calendar, or let's say we can set up alarm.
Thanks, Kasia.
Yeah.
Monica, what did Kasia say?
Kasia said that she uses technologies in everyday life, beginning with the latest technologies that her two sons are using for work, like laptops, mobile phones, microphones, cameras, but also she said they're using technologies overall at home, for example in the kitchen, tablets for recipes, cars for navigations, watches to check their health, calendars, alarms.
Thank you. Great. And what do you think is the most useful technology?
Laptops.
Oh, yeah.
Laptops, yeah, because we have in laptop we can find now everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's in one place.
And the
Do you agree,
information.
Monica?
Yeah, phone for me.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. Now we're going to do the presentation.
Mhm.
So in this part, Kasia, you give a presentation for 3 minutes, and Monica, you listen and then ask 3 questions afterwards. Okay, so you can take notes if you want to. Are you ready to start, Kasia?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Kasia, would you like to start?
Yes, thank you. So I'm working as a business development consultant in a company where we helping and restricting company with debt. And today I want to tell you a little bit about insolvency. So explain what is insolvency. I will tell you also 2 types of insolvency. So first of all, personal insolvency, and then I will tell you a little bit about company insolvent or solvent. To summarize, I will tell you which type of insolvency is the more common and why. So, starting from insolvency. Insolvency is when the company don't have enough money to pay all his debt. And when the asset is worth less, then they have to pay for the creditors. First of all, about personal insolvency, we have 2 types: bankruptcy and individual voluntary liquidation. Bankruptcy can take any person with minimum £500 debt, and individual voluntary liquidation. Insolvency practitioner or solicitor can help a person with debt and negotiate the debt with the creditors and signing agreement for that debt. When we want to speak about corporate insolvency and solvency, first of all, I want to tell you about members' voluntary liquidation. That is solvent liquidation. It's tax beneficial liquidation, and it's when the director wants to liquidate the business because will retire soon, or or will leave the country and want to finish business, definitely. Administration, liquidation, it's when the product is very good in the company, but the debt can't but the debt not helping company to grow. So in that moment, insolvency practitioner for a year, together with the director, helping managing the business and wants to put them in good place. Compulsory liquidation, it's a court liquidation when the creditor applying for winding up petition and wants the company to be dissolved and taking back his money. And
can you start finishing up?
Yeah.
Sorry, just because of the time. It's
Okay.
Over 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Just your conclusion?
My conclusion. So the most common liquidation is creditor voluntary liquidation. That's because director, when they see problems, he wants to get advice from insolvency practitioner. So they choosing their own and wants to liquidate their business with debt.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Monica, you got some questions?
Yeah. So, can a director be a director in another company after his company has been liquidated?
Yes. Of course, there are some disqualification from insolvency service, so government body. But when the company was managed in the good way, director can be director. The director can be director in another company without problems.
Okay. One more? Oh. What the director should do if he notices that his company is in debt?
Right. First of all, he need to speak with his accountant, but of course, at the end, he need to find advice from insolvency practitioner. So he will give him answer for the question which type of insolvency is best for him, and if this is a good time for him to liquidate the business.
Do you have another question?
Would the debt influence his private assets, private life?
Right. So if that is company liquidation, that will not touch director personally at all. So the debt is, when it's assigned to the company, will be liquidated through the liquidation, and that will not touch his credit score or his private assets.
Is it ever difficult emotionally? Because when people do, this is work and business, but it's a very difficult time for people, isn't
Yes, of course. Yeah, when I speaking first time with director, I see that pressure and nervous. But believe me, after first consultation call with insolvency practitioner, where they know that what will happen next, how long that will take, so know the steps and how to prepare for this. That's taking them after 5 minutes. So yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Monica, could you do your presentation now, please? And Kasia, please listen and then ask 3 questions.
Thank you.
Hi there. Today I would like to talk about one of my hobbies, which is traveling. Firstly, I'll talk about how I got into this. Then I focus on the most interesting place I have seen so far. And I finish with a place I would like to visit next. So it all started with my grandmother, who was a travel enthusiast. However, back in the days, it was very difficult to get a passport and virtually impossible to get a visa. Therefore, we would just travel from south to north, like the mountains area, up north to the Baltic Sea. So I would enjoy the train travels, meeting new people, seeing new places. but then in 2004, when Poland became a part of the European Union, so the whole world has just opened, so then I decided I will just do as much traveling I can possibly do. But as you probably know, you do need money to do that, so I decided to move to England, get a job in here, so then I pursue my dreams ever since. So I visited most of the Europe, so from Malta, Spain, Sicily, moving further to Israel, Morocco, and to Japan, which is my favorite place so far, the one I've seen. I studied Japanese before I went there for over a year. A few times it actually saved my life. It was everything what I actually expected. Also, I'm a big fan of manga, so seeing the culture with my own eyes, it was something amazing. Also, monkeys on the street, the tea plantations, everything absolutely new for me. Himeji castles, all the food, absolutely enjoy the food. So yeah, that was my favorite place I visited. Then next place on my list to do is China. However, at the moment, because of COVID, they are seeing still high number of cases, so the ambassadors, they just don't issue traveling visas at the moment. So I'm trying to like friends and family route. So I'm in the process of organizing that. So I hope in May I might be able to go there. Yeah. So if you have any questions,
Sure.
please ask.
How long are you planning to stay in China when you
It
get the
depends
visa?
on my work. I'm trying to get it approved for 4 weeks, but it will be minimum 3 because that's my allowance, but I will try to extend that to 4 weeks.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the manga?
Manga is the Japanese cartoons.
Cartoons?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's a special type of drawn cartoons. Yeah.
Huh? What did you like the most in Japan?
The most interesting was the mountain Fuji, or Fuji mountain, because you climbed it for around 24 hours and you sleep in a monastery so you can see the sunrise. So the locals say everyone should climb the mountain, but only a fool would do it twice. But I also enjoy tea ceremony. I've learned that to do a proper cup of tea takes 30 years to learn.
Wow.
So yeah, these two things are actually they amaze me the most.
Thank you.
In Japan, you mentioned the tea ceremony. It seems to me that there's a lot of emphasis on tradition and doing things slowly and carefully. Is that? Did you
It's
find
the
that?
perception we have,
Yes.
yes. But it's most now like in Europe. So the new generation is just fast, fast approaching to everything. It's not like you say. It's like the serving the tea at the ceremony. They would like serve you the tea with all the how do you call it?
Dishes?
Then dishes as well, but all the surroundings, how it should be done. Whereas when you go to a private house, there would be just a normal cup of tea.
Mm. And is there anything you regret about your travels so far?
Is there anything I regret? I had an incident in Morocco when I had a gun pointed at me.
Wow.
When I was taking the photographs, I swear there was a lady. She would be posing to me, but I'm assuming her husband, he wasn't happy, so they would just chase us. Wanted to take my camera, so yeah, they've taken my SIM card.
So you've had some adventure.
I did.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
It'd be very interesting to carry on talking about that. Finish. Right. Now we're going to do the role play. So this is the situation. You're on the phone. Okay, this is a phone call. Kasia, you're a tenant and your central heating has been broken for 2 weeks. Give details to Monica about how the cold is affecting your health. Remind Monica of her responsibility to get the heating repaired. And respond to Monica's comments and explain that you work long hours. Monica, you're the property owner. You had sent a text to Kasia about booking an engineer, but she didn't reply, so you cancelled it. Arrange another time for the repair and remind Kasia about being at home when the engineer does the work. Negotiate and agree on the next step. Okay? Okay, do you understand? All okay?
Yes, thank
All
you.
right. So, Kasia, you start.
Yeah. Turn. Hi, Monica.
Oh, hi, Kate. How can I help?
Oh, well, you know what? Calling you second time now. My heating, central heat, is still not working. And already 2 weeks I'm waiting for someone to come and repair that broken part. Could you please tell me when we can sort this out?
Kate, my love, I sent you a text message with an engineer that has been booked a week ago, but you have never replied to me, therefore I cancelled it.
Oh, I know. First of all, I was working long hours last week, and week before I was unwell, so I couldn't get out from the bed. I'm really apologize about that. Can we sort this now, please?
Absolutely, I can arrange another time for you, but you have to just tell me when is the best time for you.
Right. So on Friday I will be off. Is there any free appointments, maybe? Is there any?
I will give the guy a call again, and if he's free, at what time is best for you on Friday?
Afternoon, if possible.
Afternoon. Yes, I will give you a call in 2 minutes, and then can you please make sure to be at home when I arrange the meeting again?
Yeah, of course. I will confirm via text.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to do the listening part. This is the listening task. You're going to hear a listening text. I'll play the text and you will answer questions. I'm now going to play the text.
Today, we're joined by Dr. Katie Bell, a researcher in computer-assisted learning. With so many advances in computer technology, more lessons are taking place online rather than in classrooms. So, Dr. Bell, does this mean all teachers will be replaced by computers?
No, not at all. Like with any technology, humans need to choose the right technology to help support learning. Communication between a teacher and students will remain the most important thing. It's just the methods they'll use to communicate that will change.
What advantages are there to computer-assisted learning?
Well, class sizes can be much bigger, and students can join the class from anywhere. They don't have to travel to a college building, which can be expensive. Technology can also help students with disabilities to take part in learning.
But how about students who don't have a computer or access to the internet?
Yes, this is a problem for some, but so many people have smartphones which can be used to do online learning. And more public buildings such as libraries have free Wi-Fi which anyone can use.
What do you think education will be like in the future?
Perhaps there will be fewer college buildings needed, and class discussions might take place over the internet rather than face-to-face, but there will certainly still be human teachers and students.
Okay, Kasia, please answer yes or no. Is this about students using smartphones?
No.
And Monica, please answer yes or no. Is this about giving advice to students?
No.
Thank you. You will now listen again to the text. I'm going to give you some questions before you listen. Kasia, why are more lessons taking place online? What will change about communication according to Dr. Bell? So what will change about communication? And how can public buildings help students to learn online? How can public buildings help students to learn online? Monica, what do humans need to do to help support learning? How can online learning save students money? And what will happen to college buildings according to Dr. Bell? Is that okay? Need any more? Anything again? Okay, great. Cut. Kasia, why are more lessons taking place online?
Now more lessons taking place online because there's more technology used, computer technology used.
Thank you. And what will change about communication?
Now they can build a bigger classes and students can join from everywhere.
Thank you. And how can public buildings help students to learn online?
Right, as even libraries or some other community yes, sorry. community buildings have free Wi-Fi.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Monica, what do humans need to do to help support learning?
Humans still need to choose the right technology.
Thank you. And how can online learning save students money?
Online learning could help reduce the cost due to no troubles.
Thank you. And what will happen to college buildings according to Dr. Bell?
According to Dr. Bell, there will be fewer college buildings needed.
Thank you. And now I'd like to finish the assessment with a discussion. So what are the pros and cons of online learning?
Just in our words? Or
Yeah, this is just...
For me, because I can rely to it, I can actually live anywhere I want and then study online. So I can get the education or whatever I need actually just from online learning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on pandemic time I actually had time with my boys, two sons. So we work remotely from home. They studying from home. So yeah, even school was closed. They can meet the teacher. They can do their work. There are a lot of applications or games which people create for learning as well. So yeah, they're helping boys.
Okay.
Sure.
So just to finish off, can you together please decide if you think it's better to learn online or in a classroom? And discuss your views and give 3 main reasons for what you think.
For me, it's better to learn online. First of all, I can take notes in my own time, and if the lesson is recorded, I can stop, think about it. If I didn't understand, rewind, and then watch it again. I have quite short attention span, so I can stop again, do something I want to do, and then come back to it later. And especially I can listen in my I can learn in my free time.
Right.
I can choose when can I learn.
Unfortunately, I cannot agree, because I think that building lessons, they are better especially for kids, because they need to spend time together in the group, and grow up with that availability that they are not alone in the world, so cannot stay all the time in one desk and do only how they can. They have to follow the rules and learn more.
So I agree absolutely. In your young age, yes, the human interaction is great to build, and then the way they teach, they talk at you face-to-face conversation. Absolutely agree. But in your adult life, I think the online learning works better than, because when I studied Japanese after work, I had to go to university. And I was so tired, but if I could do it, let's say over the weekend.
Yeah, of course.
I would have learned so much more.
I agree with that. With adults, it's different, because we can do our job Monday, Friday, but after weekend we can start like courses on other learning programs.
Right, yeah.
So could you just summarize your conclusion?
Yes, when you are young, you should be at school face-to-face with the teachers, making friendships. In your
Full
adult
program.
life. In your adult life, online is better.
Yeah, but for adults, maybe better to have a regular job, and at the weekend, if they want to progress, they can start learning remotely.
Thank you. This is the end of your assessment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.